So cloud is a powerful tool for use in the execution of digital strategy. We see it all the time, and particularly so in the past number of years, as the prevalence of cloud has increased rapidly. So rapidly, in fact, that world-renowned research firm Gartner predicts that by 2025, a staggering 85% of organizations will turn to cloud to execute on their digital strategies. As engineers, we often pay more attention to the technical value behind cloud, but business value is equally as important. So how exactly does cloud create real business value for organizations? A very good morning to everyone. My name is Sashen, and today I'm going to be taking you through cloud value. So cloud value is the benefit derived from the leveraging of cloud and is realized through the enablement of factors such as accelerated growth, process efficiencies, and impactful long-term cost reductions. Understanding and showcasing the real value that cloud brings to an organization is integral in motivating investment from business leaders and key decision makers. Further, as engineers, a deep understanding of cloud can assist us in identifying new opportunities for process efficiency in our everyday work. I want to expand on the term cloud value through the use of the cloud value framework. So this is a framework composed of 4 pillars and with the primary objective of defining for us the value propositions that cloud present. From left to right, we have cost savings or total cost of ownership, staff productivity, operational excellence, and business agility. Now, cost savings is often what we think about first when considering the business aspect of cloud efficiencies. But the 3 other factors, while somewhat difficult to quantify, are actually incredibly impactful in a practical context. I want to next break down each of these terms to give us a deeper understanding of what it is that these 4 pillars and the framework itself refers to. So cost savings represents the financial benefit of moving to the cloud, and it is typically the most concrete measure of cloud value. It compares simply what the customer is currently paying versus what they could pay and save in moving to the cloud. Next up, we have staff productivity, and staff productivity refers to the efficiency gained from reducing or eliminating tasks no longer needed with the cloud. By relieving staff of tasks, they'll have more time to focus on new projects. Operational resilience is the benefit gained from improved availability and security. This means more uptime, less downtime, and decreased risk. Lastly, we have business agility, which means being able to respond faster and experiment more. As an example, let's think about product development, the expansion into new markets, or internal and external stakeholder responsiveness. With a cloud deployment, your customer can deliver more in the same time or the same in less time. Either way, your customer can deliver more value to their customers. Now that we understand what each of the 4 pillars mean, let's take a look at the cloud value framework again, but with some real-world examples this time. If we take a look at cost savings, we can see that General Electric's oil and gas managed to realize a 50% reduction in total cost of ownership. This directly aiding the profitability of the business in a massive way. Sage Software was able to save over 500 hours a year in server configuration time alone, thus freeing up the staff members responsible to work on other tasks and generate value elsewhere. Expedia Group was able to leverage the ability to span multiple availability zones and geographical regions in the cloud to realize extremely robust disaster recovery mechanisms, dramatically lowering their business risk. And finally, Unilever's time to market for new products was reduced by a staggering 75%, subsequently increasing their competitiveness in the market. For each of these examples, I provided a link below to the case studies of each company. It's an interesting read if you'd like to find out more. So let's zoom out a bit. Looking rather at industry averages can give us a lot more perspective than just individual cases. In its 2018 IDC report on creating business value at AWS, IDC, or International Data Corporation, interviewed 27 organizations globally. You see from these figures, each relating to a particular pillar of the cloud value framework, that the cloud can and has added tremendous value across industry. Now, all of these figures represent phenomenal gains for the organization, but zeroing in on one of these measures, In revenue terms, we're looking at an additional revenue of 36.5 million US dollars per year per organization. And I think that's pretty incredible. To bring this back a bit closer to home and to highlight some of the amazing work that we do here at BBD, I want to touch on our engagement with a large motor vehicle finance company over the last several weeks. So this company makes use of a financial simulation software that typically ran on-premise and that the actual providers behind the software said couldn't really run on cloud. Well, we got it up and running on cloud. And through this and other performance enhancements, we managed to reduce the simulation runtime from 48 hours down to just 6 hours. That maps to an 8x efficiency, and we're currently working to reduce that figure further, or increase that figure further. Around 2 weeks ago, there was an interest rate change, and it was the first time in history for this company where there was an interest rate change on a Friday, and on that Saturday, their staff could keep working. The impact of this efficiency that this affords the company is phenomenal. And I think it really speaks to what we try to achieve through the use of cloud. As their staff were no longer impaired by the external change, it speaks strongly to the pillar of staff productivity. And further, as the billing process could resume the next day and customers could be served against, it also reinforces the notion of business agility. As MServe, the Managed Cloud Services division, we leverage Amazon Web Services, or AWS, as our cloud provider of choice. AWS is the world's most comprehensive and broadly adopted cloud platform, offering over 200 fully featured services from data centers in a long list of regions around the world. Through this and our managed and professional services, we enable our customers to focus on their business needs and leave their infrastructures to us. So now that we see the value proposition that cloud presents, you might be able to identify more and more opportunities for cloud to be leveraged for your customers. And perhaps the migration to cloud is viable. But what is a migration really, and how do we do it? In our next talk, Tristan is going to take us through this very topic. That's it for me on cloud value. Thank you so much for your time.